Wake up, darling Corey. What makes you sleep so sound? The revenue officers are coming, gonna tear your steel house down. Dig a hole in the meadow. Dig a hole in the cold, cold ground. Dig a hole in the meadow. Gonna lay darling Corey down. She was standing on the banks of the sea, had a 44 around her and a banjo on her knee. Dig a hole in the meadow. Dig a hole in the cold, cold ground. Dig a hole in the meadow. Gonna lay darling Corey down. In her hand, she was drinking away her troubles with a low-down sorry man. Dig a hole in the meadow. Dig a hole in the cold, cold ground. Dig a hole in the meadow. Gonna lay darling Corey down. Sound. They're preaching Corey's funeral in that lonesome graveyard ground. Dig a hole in the meadow. Dig a hole in the cold, cold ground. Dig a hole in the meadow. Gonna lay darling Corey down.
Here's another old tune that I learned when I was quite young and learned from my dad, and he learned from his grandma, and they learned from records. And it's kind of like one that my grandma and my dad used to sing together, and then when Grandma passed, I'd hear my dad singing this in his room, and it sounded like Grandma was with him somehow. He had these little... kind of chimes he would do. It sounded like a dulcimer or something. Let's try it.
Yeah, man.
It's called Mary of the Wild Moor.